if people are really spiritually transformed. You know, again, if you say you love somebody, it ought to be demonstrated outwardly. You can't wait, like I told you, like my TT's boyfriend did, wait till the 15th of February and buy a gift. And then on the 14th, on Valentine's Day, never give anything at all. You got to demonstrate and show the love if you love somebody. If you forgave somebody, there'll be a demonstration. Isn't that right? If you care for somebody, there'll be a demonstration. You can't say you love your dog and never feed your dog. There has to be some kind of demonstration of going on to show that what you believe is there. So what's the outcome? What's the evidence? We've been transformed. Read this with me first. All these are FIs. Let's read this first one. Focus on what is important. How many of us have wasted time focusing on things that did not even matter? How many countless nights did we have? And how many hours did we waste focusing on things that have no eternal value at all? This idea of focus, so I want to make this clear for you just a moment. So I need to borrow your sanctified imagination just for a minute. And I want you to imagine this now. Now, these are the balls that Kitty Cat bought for the pre-K during the summer. But I need you to think about these now. How many balls do you see up here? Four balls. Very good mathematics. Okay, so 4 balls. Imagine these balls represent 4 hours of the day. Okay? 4 hours of the day. How many balls? 4. How many hours? 4. Total of how many hours? 8. 6. Lord Jesus. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, 16. Total. It's the teacher's fault now, sure. So we got a total. So this is your day. You got 16 hours of energy pills for the day. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 8 to go to sleep, everything else. But then 16. So 4 hours, 4, a total of 16 hours. And imagine that each one of these balls represents 4 hours of your day. All right? And it represents the energy that you are expending in the course of a day. So ideally, how many balls should you use the first 4 hours of the day? One ball. How many should you use in the first 8 hours of the day? 2. So you got it. So the idea. So why would you allow yourself to get so worked up where 3 balls are used before 8 o'clock, and you got 1 ball left to make it for the end of the day? You got all these balls that are necessary, but when you don't focus on what's important, you start wasting time and wasting energy and wasting effort, and it does no good at all. But I'm going to focus because I need all my little balls to make it through the day. I need every one. And here's the point. You can't borrow from the next day. You can't put something in the kitty. Like, I ain't eating 3 today, I'm going to have 5 tomorrow. No, you only got 4 balls a day. Why waste your energy and time by 10 o'clock arguing with somebody who you won't even know next year and use up 3 of your balls? You only got 4. You got 1 ball left for the rest of the day. And wonder why. It says what happened. So by the time you come to Zumba all cranky, because you ain't got 1 ball left. At some point, if I focus on what's important, I'm not going to be wasting energy on what's not important. I got to discern, is this worth my time? Is this worth my energy? I got 4 balls all day long. Am I going to spend 4 balls on this? Instead of saying, no, you know what, I'm not even going to spend any balls. You know what the old folk used to say? He said, I'm not even going to dignify that dribble with a response. I'm not going to waste energy. Here's what happens. God has already laid out a perfect day for you and a perfect plan for you and a perfect scenario for you. And we keep focusing on what's not even important and wasting all our energy, all our time, all our efforts on things that don't even matter and they're not even important. So how do you know it's important? It's important when it builds somebody else up. It's important when you bless somebody else. It's important you help somebody with breakthrough in their lives. That's when you know it's important. It's important when we are building ourselves up and building somebody else up. It's important when we are blessing somebody else that I have these gifts and I have these skills so I can be a blessing. God didn't give me these skills, didn't give me these blessings just to hold on to it and talk about what I have. But God says, I want you to use this to build my kingdom. What's important? Building people up and blessing people and trying to help them through breakthroughs as well. We got folk in our lives right now, you know, who have not had transformed minds. And it looks like things are not working out and they're not ready to give up. We got to go back and focus on them and use our energy and our prayers and our confessions, and they can now walk and be all God called them and created and chose them to be, instead of wasting our time on nonsense. So what? Somebody got your parking space. So what? So what? The toast was burned. You got some more up in it. So what at this point? That things didn't go exactly well. Here's what I've learned right here on this point. I have learned that what I thought was a direct interruption is really oftentimes divine intervention. What I thought was a direct interruption. This is my day. I had the thing planned. I laid out this. And when something doesn't go as I planned, it's not a direct interruption. It's divine intervention redirecting me to a better path to success. It's divine intervention. Not that that was a bad thing, but I got something better for you. Not that this is a horrible thing, but I got something better for you. So now it's no longer this direct interruption, but divine intervention as well. So our point, so focus on what's important. When you know you've been transformed, we don't waste time on what's not important. If it's not building somebody else up, if it's not blessing somebody, if it's not helping them with breakthroughs, at that point it's not important at all. I love the reason with me again. Life is like a camera. Focus on what? What is most important. What next one? Capture the good times. Yeah, you know you got those pictures on your phone right now. Some good times. Haven't seen it before, just some good times. Keep on going. Develop. So don't let the negatives take you out. Let the negatives take you up. Come on, somebody. Don't let the negatives take you out. Let the negatives take you up. Because really, the negative was there. Because you wouldn't be praying like you're praying if you hadn't had the negative. You wouldn't be trusting like you're trusting. Come on, if you didn't have the negative. You would not believe it like you believe it if you didn't have the negative. So although we would prefer not to have the negative, we can grow in the negative to now get positioned to receive what God has for us. Keep going. And then if it doesn't come out, take another shot. Just take another shot. One of our favorite basketball players of all time, Kobe Bryant, said, I didn't mind missing the last shot of the game, because tomorrow night there's another game, I'm going to take another shot. You got to decide in life that if it didn't work like we wanted to work, you still got another shot. Come on, somebody. It didn't work like you wanted to, you still got another shot. I believe right now, because God is on my side and God is in me, I got another shot. I'm not going to give up because I got another shot. I'm not going to turn away because I got another shot. But I'm going to focus on what's important. But if it does not work out, praise God for another shot. How many are glad that God is a God of second chances, third chances, fourth chances, continued chances? Because it's about saying we are now being transformed. Here's our next one right here. Find joy before getting irritated. Now you know, we got some folk in some situations in our life that are irritating. You know they are. As soon as I say irritation, you get thought about, I got fire right in my mind. When we are transformed, we now start finding joy before we allow the irritation to set in. Now here's the point. Finding joy doesn't mean they're going to be less irritated. Irritators do what they do. What do dancers do? What do singers do? So what do irritators do? So that is that don't expect them to change. But I can change my view and my perspective about them and not allow myself to get so irritated as well. I'm going to find some joy. And let me just make this live. So this is a situation that even occurred just on Friday morning. So, I don't know if you all ever upgrade your phones or upgrade your laptops. When you upgrade it, it messed up more than it was when you upgraded it. So this is a touch screen laptop. But the touch screen about 2 years ago just started acting just crazy. Like just going, I don't know y'all ever heard this, just goes all over the place. And so I was meeting somebody that is a great tech person, meeting that person to go back in, and we're going to meet up on Friday morning, and then I was going to have him go back and do this. And so I'm already at the place, and I get a text message, I'm going to be 5 minutes late. Get another text message, I'm going to be 15 minutes late. Another text message, I'm going to be 30 minutes late. So I'm out, now, and then on Friday, y'all remember Friday, first of all, school was out. I didn't want to be sitting in some parking lot waiting on somebody. So, and I tell you, and I felt irritation starting to rise. You ever feel that? You're like, you know stuff is starting to rise. And you feel it coming. And so what happened? I said, no, Holy Spirit, I'm just about to preach on irritation. So I got to model this. Let me find some joy. I don't know where it is. I'm going to find some joy somewhere. So it ain't go quite away just yet. So all of a sudden, so I went ahead and I became Mr. Tech. And it's from Revelation, spirit to spirit. So all of a sudden, I started packing some buttons here and pushed the button. God from Zion. It started working okay. I sent a text message back. I don't need you to come now, even though you are late, because I've already done it myself. Hallelujah. So what I'm saying, I could have just sat there being all irritated, all mad by the time you got there, by the time you showed up, and said, no, I'm going to choose to find joy. The irritation is always going to be there. Somebody will always irritate you. And somebody got to make sure I'm going to find some joy. Now here's the point. If I can focus more on joy before the irritation comes in, the irritation is mitigated and made small. Here's what happens. What's the irritation mean? It means to annoy or to make sore. So this idea, so read this with me. I will choose to find joy in the journey that God has set before me. Do I have anybody here who is ready to find joy in your journey? To find joy in your journey. Now here's the point. Your journey already, we're just in the second month of the year. And some things already have not gone like you planned. Find joy. Right now you thought you were going to be doing something different. Find joy. Because if you can find the joy, see, irritation opens up the door. See, irritation opens up the door for fear and doubt and worry and discouragement. But if I can just find joy, I can close that door and now get positioned to receive what God has for me. I got to find some joy before being irritated. Here's our last one right here. So this idea about this finding joy. So it's about changing the perspective. Has anybody ever waited on somebody who was running late? How you feel about that thing? Okay, don't tell me. No. You may have to repent. So let's just say that could be a source of irritation. You are very clear. We're going to leave at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They start getting ready at 2:55 p.m. It's going to take 30 minutes at minimum. And you know in 5 minutes that's not going to happen. And now in the past, we may have been just pacing back and forth. Now, pacing not doing any good. You may get your steps in. It's not doing any good. Getting all worked up and then get on your way there, not even talking to each other, all tight in the car. Well, how you doing? How you think I'm doing? So what you got to talk? So all this other stuff going on. Instead of finding joy before we get irritated. So what am I trying to say? It's time to change our perspective. Maybe the delay came because you don't know what kind of traffic was going on, and maybe you got saved from an accident that the devil had planned for you. Maybe at this point, maybe you had your time wrong. It wasn't supposed to be 3 o'clock anyway. It was really at 4. You had to wait, so you got to change your perspective. That's what I'm saying. The invitation before getting irritated is to change the perspective. I want to ask you about this. What do you see? Just look at it for about 15 seconds. I'm going to ask what you see. I want you to look at this. Don't say anything. Just look at it. Now, everybody that sees a face, raise your hand high. All right. What should you see? Liar. Change of perspective. Here's the point. The perspective, you can see the eyes, got a little mole by the nose. But the little mole really is a dot for the liar. But what's happened? But if all you see is the face. And somebody else sees liar. Y'all never, you be talking about, you liar, no, I'm still a liar. So you can never connect. I got to change my perspective. Because maybe